the hunger is here. Mere mortals. Even though some of you are manifest higher beings. Anyways.
That's nice.
Last time we left off. Whoo, boy. You guys know how to really make things interesting.
We lost somebody.
I turn my camera off while I house these sandwiches.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That is part of the package deal here. People pay good money to watch the Rat King shovel food into his mouth. Last time we left off, you guys had just breasted into Deerman territory. The tribe of Woolund who run the Fringewood. And you settled down for the night after getting basically brokering passage with the group. But unfortunately, Bolt succumbed to the hunger and murdered some scouts, and you guys managed to subdue him and took off running through the woods. Trying desperately
What about my tea?
to get out of there.
Wait, I was halfway through making tea.
All right.
Subdued him for now.
Hold on.
You need to do a coordination check to not spill your tea.
As you guys moved through the forest, Bull broke out a couple more times, and you managed to re-subdue him using the handy iteration of your God Killer sword, which is apparently stun gun. So that's pretty great.
The only problem is it took a while every time.
Right. As you guys had traveled out, your boy Wretch made up some calm yourself tea. I believe you that's the one that you can use to make people basically not have any symptoms of the call of the hunger for I believe it's like 12 hours. Whereas the Vapor Rub is the one that you can use to reduce the difficulty of checks for the Call of the Hunger, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, we left off. It is, you guys are pushing time here as you're attempting to race back to Lemoore. One, to get away from the haze-like presence, emotional haze-like presence of Cinder. But two, you wanted to reach back to Romaniel, the representative of Ammo, in order to basically fulfill a contract with him. As it stands, you guys are about, let's see here. I think you're about 8 days left before, no wait, hold on. 2 days left. Yeah, you're about 7 days left of math, man. I should be able to do it better here, but I don't have it written down right.
While you think about that, Emery, I see that chat, and you're the one who keeps trying to poison everybody.
I'm super nice about it, though. So take that. The nicest poisoner.
She's allegedly poisoning everybody.
You guys have 5 days to travel 6 days worth of distance as of right now. 2 of those days worth of travel are in the woods. 3 of those days worth of travel are over the countryside, so to speak. 4 of those days are over the countryside, so to speak. As you're traveling, you are worried that Lashiath's scouts are hot on your heels. Right now it is morning. You have about another 2 days left of journey through the woods in order to be able to make it out of the Fringewood. As the sky lightens into a twilight state, something that you notice is the woods around you are different than the last time it was bright out. There is a smell to this place that now there is a visage to accompany it. Being Carnation or the Bloodwood, there are sickly red-hewn trees that have bounties reminiscent of cooked meat hanging from them. It's entirely unsettling. It's like The smell is like something that was in the microwave for too long. Or you get like this like waft coming out of it. You're like, ooh, that is almost good, but I think I might have done something wrong. At this point, we'll say that we'll pick right back up where Wretch just finished making up his tea. What do you guys say? What do you guys do?
He's ready.
All this build up, and that's all you gotta say.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're the ones that made a big deal out of it. He looked grumpy. I started making some tea, and then you guys started tasing the shit out of him.
Tea or taser, and he chose taser. He didn't want to wait.
Yeah, kind of did seem a little impatient. To be honest, yeah.
What's Bull's first response to being out of a murderous rage?
Is it?
He's
still
unconscious.
kinky. Yeah.
I'm gonna be unconscious for another long rest.
So maybe we just give him leave a little thermos full for him.
I pour some tea under his eyelids and then close them and massage him.
Oh God. Do you?
It's ancient tradition.
Do you?
I said it's ancient tradition. We're going with it.
Okay. I will
If the
say
tea's ready.
that are you trying to boil his eyes, or are you legitimately trying to apply the stuff to the unconscious bowl?
Trying to apply it while he's unconscious in a creative and like fantasy way.
Yeah, you can allow it to cool and then basically force feed him it.
All right, so I take a leaf and I pour a portion into the leaf and then blow on it gently until it's like warm but not hot. And then I open his little eyes and then I pour like a drop in each and then I close his eyelids and then I massage his eyes and I do it again until the leaf is empty.
Nice.
Taking good care of my buddy.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay.
I swear to God, if I end up having to roll a resilience check.
Ah, she poisoned the fucking tea. Alright. Medicine. I have some points in that, but I need to see how many. 1! Okay, so yellow.
Jesus Christ, our healer doesn't know medicine.
I know
Not
medicine.
at all.
I know God medicine more.
He doesn't know
Okay.
shit. That's not how he
He's
heals.
a motivational speaker, really.
Alright, I'm gonna re-roll it because I don't like having a blank yellow.
Yeah, you all have your story points back.
Alright. Triumph advantage. Okay, wait. That you want that as triumph success advantage then.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'll say that with this strange, unique technique that you've used to apply to him, I will say that it will last with the triumph. Instead of it like ending as soon as he wakes up, I will say that he effectively it'll last like 16 hours.
Let's
So
go.
it'll last all day.
So we'll just have to see what happens when he wakes up.
He's gonna be real chill about it, and his eyes smell nice.
Good
As
thing I
does
can
his burning
smell
bush.
my eyes.
Something to note is, while he is technically unconscious, you could theoretically do a medicine check to heal him right now for strain and wake him up. If you guys wanted to. But obviously that comes
Is
downstairs.
Emery's deer dead?
I
The
didn't
thing
do
that-
anything to her deer.
Not to my
Yeah, the thing that
knowledge.
was
Just
carrying.
free.
It costs her a strain every hour it's out.
Right, that's what I'm thinking about right now. It is currently still out, but I won't be able to go much longer. With
Then we gotta wake his ass up.
Yeah, 'cause you went through the night.
yeah.
All right. I lay hands on him.
Okay. So this will recover. It'll all recover strain. All of the success.
Okay. Does this count
Because
as a
I'm
heal
a
check, or can I
sleepy
use my-
boy.
Can I use my talents?
What was that? What was that?
Can I use my talents, or is this not a heal?
Technically, your spells don't work to recover health this way, so it's already kind of being jury rigged. I'll say that you can use your ability to like convert using your amulet.
That's
But
the one.
That's it.
What? Wait, not the amulet. I was thinking of the talent where I can switch strain and success, advantage and success.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If that's the case, 7-1.
Nice.
3 threat. So we'll just say that he recovers 5 strain.
Okay. Does that wake him up?
Yeah.
Nice, because otherwise we were going to be in trouble.
Yep.
Did you guys restrain me again before you did this?
Nah. Well, they didn't say they did, and I didn't bother, because Wretch has been very unfazed by this for a while.
I'm nervously watching, but I wouldn't just restrain you to wake you up. I trust Wretch implicitly.
What was that? The 90% crazy lady trusts Wretch?
Hey, she's less crazy now because I gave her tea.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Bull, you open your eyes. They're warm and smell like mint.
Bull, the last thing you remember is going to bed at that summit hill.
I didn't go to bed that
Oh,
night.
sorry,
though.
staring at the fire is the last thing you remember.
Hey, bud.
All right, so I kind of like open my eyes and then sit up really fast because I think I fell asleep during my watch. And you just kind of see me looking around really confused.
You don't have your axe.
You see me looking around really confused.
I turn to our squad leader and leave that up to him.
So, Bull, the hunger got you pretty good, and you killed the Tekeknu and one of the Deerman tribe. I had to take your axe away from you because you're going to use it to kill us, and I found that a very disagreeable option. And now we're kind of on the run, and we had to wake you up because Emery can't maintain her deer long enough to carry out of the woods the way you were.
It wouldn't be so hard to maintain my deer if I didn't spend so much time trying to keep you down. You're very big and strong and mean?
Yeah, you just like you were like you're like a campfire and a pot of butter with the Tekeknu there. They just evaporated once it got to them. If they were the bad guys, I would have been very impressed.
It tends to happen when I attack small things. Why do my eyes hurt? And throat and stomach.
You've been screaming so much you started bleeding through every orifice.
Yeah, you were just you weren't really Bull anymore. You were an engine of murder occupying Bull's body.
Yeah.
At the wrong time. I realized that that didn't sound like a bad thing up until I said that.
I wonder if that's what happened when I woke up outside the woods when Wallaby found me.
If the effects of the hunger were that strong when you were down in there. But I think it's safe to say that we need to get out of the woods yesterday and try to avoid the deermen at all costs, because I think it's also safe to assume that we are their enemy now.
I don't know if this
That
is
seems reasonable.
it's just something to think about, but I don't know that I was feeling the best before this either, and if Bull's not feeling well, is there some sort of thing, anything you guys want to set up in case we, take that plunge into madness again and you need to restrain us? I don't know the best way to go about this, but I don't want to hurt anybody, and I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Bull, but I don't want to restrain you again.
So why are they our enemies now?
You murdered 2 of their people in cold blood.
I don't remember that.
But you did do it. We were witnesses to it, and they know that those scouts were watching us. And when they find their eviscerated bodies, which look like they were ran through with an axe, they were watching a really big guy, real mean, with an axe. Whether or not you remember it, they're going to figure out it was you who did it.
Nah, it
Yeah.
could have been anybody.
Yeah.
I've been at work in the labs devising a solution to this madness business. And I think I found something. As I walk up to each of them, and I use the story point per hug, I give them a hug, put on my biggest eyes, and say, believe in yourself,
Who do you hug first?
Emery.
You
She
see
seems scared.
you see little tears glisten in my eye as this cute little rat looks at me and tells me to believe in myself, and I do. I feel some warmth in my chest.
Okay.
Their willpower grew 3 points that day.
You're gonna spend a story point.
On each of them.
How much strain would you like to spend if you'd like to channel your magic
7.
on each of them?
Oh God, no. 4 on Bull, 3 on Emery.
Okay. Give me a channeling check. Or 2, I suppose.
Alright, Emery first. 4. With the 2 yellows, so okay. Three and 5.
3 and 5.
Yeah, and I can't switch the advantage and success around. I didn't do that.
All right. Even after drinking the tea, you feel like there's this weight on your shoulders, Bull and Emery. Give me your second roll.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of like that person who's super hungover, who's kind of got their faculties back, but it sucks. After this hug, you feel some of that slough off.
So I just want to say when Wretch comes up to me and hugs me, so he only comes up to my waist. So I just kind of look down at him and do that thing you do with little kids where you just kind of lay your hand on their head and just kind of ruffle their hair a little bit.
This is the best day.
Wretch, as you give them this hug, you feel almost sacrificial.
Okay, this is taking a turn.
As you open yourself up to them, and you are empowered by Dahlia in a way that is like that extension where you have extra extensions in your power cord attached to the extension, and then you use extra extensions attached to that, so that way you can just get a few more things plugged into it. You feel the fickle annoyance of your god press against the unself-aware power of Cinder as they clash in this sparking hug, and it leaves you drained. What happens next? We'll see.
I was worried that sacrificial bit was going to turn that head ruffle into a head turning violently motion. He snaps your fucking neck, but then the hunger leaves him.
I love you so much I can't let anyone else have you.
Yikes. What a good boy.
I'm a good boy. I pick up my tea kettle, put it in my backpack, and say, well, we're a bit behind, aren't we?
Yeah. We are, aren't we?
He's a doctor and an emotional support animal.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys set off? What's the marching order?
I'm third.
Do you guys trust me enough to give me my axe back?
Yeah. I just...
Yeah.
I would feel better if you were away from it, while the
We
rest
can
of
travel
us were...
faster if you give me my axe back.
Yes, for now.
Yeah, maybe we might have to rethink how we do our watches or something. You know, like when we do
Yeah.
sleep.
I'll be second behind. Wait, no, I should lead up the rear.
Or we could double up watch. But anyway, that's not now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, lead up the rear in the marching order, so that Emery, the squishiest one, isn't in back.
yeah, that sounds good. I can still help direct him in the right path. Kind of how we used to.
Okay.
Back in the day.
So I'm going to need you to give me a survival check,
Okay.
or a nature check, as you push people along, and I will take an athletics check from everybody. However, I'm going to increase the difficulty of Bowls and decrease the difficulty of everyone else's.
Two
Thanks,
success, two advantage.
Josh, is there any way I can also help her navigate with native citizen or my nature skill?
No. Not
Okay.
necessarily in this particular case, because you're doing something else and relying on her. And we can do a joint roll next time if you guys would like to do that. We would just take an average of everyone's checks.
2 and 4 on athletics.
1 and 1.
2 and 4, 1 and 1,
1 and 2.
2.
A triumph, 4 success, and 3 advantage.
A triumph, 4 success, and how many advantage?
3.
3 advantage. Okay.
Show off.
Anyone?
And when I say 4 success, one of those is the triumph.
Gotcha. Okay, so for the person who rolled 1 threat on their sorry, for everyone else in the group, I rolled 3 threat. You'll take the difference in strength.
Okay.
As you bowl along, crushing stuff in your path. One thing is that the forest is getting thinner here. It now is starting to look like a normal forest as you're clearing the way, Bowl. Amory seems to be getting a little lost here. But as you clear the path, one thing that you stumble along, Bowl, is what appears to be some sort of tray. with your triumph. There appears to be maybe a small game trail, a large game trail that has passed through this area. It might make passage a little easier to head down.
Can I do a nature check to make that decision?
Sure. Just you can use native citizen.
Just to kind of get like a general idea if it looks like it's heading in at least semi the right direction.
Yep. You can use native citizen for this.
One and three.
Yeah, I mean, right now it looks like it's going the right way.
All right, so I turn to Emery and I point out the game trail and I'm like, this might help us at least for a little bit. What do you think?
Not a bad idea as long as you guys don't think there's like this is very fresh, right? Do you hear it? Does anybody hear anything?
Did you say not a bad idea?
Not a bad idea as long as it's not too fresh, like as long as we're not on somebody's tail, basically.
Got it. Your mic cut out the not, so it sounded like you were just like tearing Bull a new one.
No, bad idea.
It literally sounded like you said bad idea.
But then the reasoning didn't fit up, so I thought something was wrong there.
Yeah, that's funny.
So this is in the. Are we transitioning into the basically the ground floor of the forest, or how's that work?
You're at the ground floor. You've been in the ground floor of the forest since the hilltop ascent where you murdered those people. That was the trees transcending touching a hill, and then you guys worked down the hill and we're in the normal floor. The forest is now a normal forest as far as the size of the trees and the fauna and stuff like that. It is still a bloodwood forest, though.
So my thinking is if we start following this trail, we could probably pick it up to a light jog. Maybe pick up some distance.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Just keep in mind that Bull and Ilya will probably still be walking. It will probably just be me and potentially Wretch starting to jog.
If I remember correctly, too, the only one who slept last night was Bull. So everyone should have a black die on their checks.
Okay.
You're a bully.
And that the working through the night saves you some time as well.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to go. Just a heads up, but for folks.
I'll carry you.
Aww. Look at us acting like a team again.
Okay, you guys set off?
Yeah.
Can I get everyone to roll a survival or a vigilance check as you guys move along?
Can I ask you one question before that?
Sure.
I wanted to circle back quick. You had mentioned that there was like the weird smell and stuff with the trees. Is it still like that here?
Yeah, there's a cornucopia of different smells, but there is this like general savory, whereas other forests would have a general umami or like a maybe even a floral smell to some of the stuff, right? It's like it's a little bit hotter and like a little bit more humid and salty in this forest.
And it wasn't, or was that way last time we came through?
It was that way when you guys came through. I was just saying that your incarnation, right? Like
I just want to make sure it wasn't something like off.
No,
before
this is
we made
how
it further.
carnation's been for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that you guys, the last time you came through this way, it was pitch black.
Okay.
And now you're starting to see the weird, like, vasculature in place of bark for some of these trees. There are bones that are being split apart and diffused and sticking out of the soil.
Don't like that.
I got a 1 on my vigilance.
Okay.
4 and 1.
Oh my god, I got 3 success.
So a 1 and 1, a 3 success,
No, 4 and 1.
a 4 and 1. Thank you. Bull.
2 and 1,
Two
and
and
I did a survival.
Okay. As you guys are moving along, Wretch, as low to the ground as he is, he looks down and you see tracks on the game trail. In fact, Emery, you see tracks too. You see tracks of something with a cloven hoof. Most likely some sort of herbivore. But Wretch, you see a boot print. In fact, you see multiple boot prints.
Well, I noticed this. I guess that is a game trail, so I'll say something. This trail doesn't appear to be only for small animals.
That's all you say?
Yeah, I don't think it's that strange that people have been walking through this trail.
How many are you seeing? Or just a few? Or does it look like a big group?
That's more your deal. I just see a bunch of different boot prints here and there. Could be one came through yesterday, one came through last week. I don't know.
Either you guys can give me one investigation check if you wanted to look at them and try to analyze them.
Okay.
Otherwise, you guys can all do an investigation check and I'll average the check from whoever wants to participate.
I mean, I'll roll.
Okay, go ahead.
2 success, 3 advantage.
Looking down and at the boot prints that Rhett showed you, there's a couple of things that you notice. You track the footprints of the whatever herbivore it passed through, and it was heading in the opposite direction as the direction you're heading now. But the boot tracks are in both. More notably, you see more heavy boot prints heading in the direction that you are currently heading. And you surmise that these people must have hunted down some game, and carrying it back has made their footprints heavier.
Okay. I relay that to the group.
So they should be behind us then.
Yeah, well, if they're a group of people who are wearing boots and they just carry game, then wouldn't they be ahead of us taking the game out of the forest?
Yes. Emma, you'd be able to easily tell that.
Yes, that's what they're doing. Not.
Yeah, the boots go toward you guys and then away from you guys. It's
Okay.
heavier.
Yeah. So I guess I don't want to.
Keep following.
Yeah, we can keep going for a bit, but just keep your ears and eyes open, I guess.
Who's got the best eyes?
I have the best perception.
Wretch's eyes are really nice. Remember when he looked into your heart and soul earlier?
That doesn't mean I have the best eyes. It just means I'm cute.
Well, whoever has the best eyes should probably go a little ahead of us.
Still think that's Emery.
I
I guess my vigilance is high, I guess, if that's what you mean. I don't have...
Well, yeah, vigilance is one. Otherwise, agility would be the other one for perception and
Yeah.
senses.
I have good passive eyes.
Passive.
If I'm looking for something, I'm dog shit at it.
Yeah,
I have
I'm,
Yeah.
the best agility in the group, so
Ilya might want to be up front then.
yeah,
yeah.
let's.
And
I'll
how-
follow after him with my survival type style of like checking the tracks and like I'll keep an eye on those to see if I notice anything strange.
Okay. Are you guys heading still at a brisk pace, or are you gonna slow down, so you can almost be stealthy, or what's your kind of demeanor?
Bull wants to get the hell out of here. He's gonna want to still be jogging. He's not afraid of anybody down the path.
Ain't afraid of
At this
nothing.
point, he's more afraid of the woods, period.
Yeah, Emery is feeling restless as well, even though she's exhausted. So she's not
Okay.
going to be able to keep this pace for long, but she will keep a quick pace for a bit longer.
If you pass out, I'll pick you up.
It's perfect.
Okay. If everyone can give me an athletics check, then. And then I'm going to just add a black die for everyone, and subtract it from
Thank you.
Bull's roll.
3 success.
3 success,
3 advantage.
3 advantage. Okay.
Yep.
2 and 0.
2 and 0. Okay. Bull,
5 and 3.
5 and 3. Okay. Oddly enough, it is Wretch and Ilya who are who are having a hard time with the pace that has been set recently. And you each suffer 4 strain.
Let's go.
That being said, you push through it, and now I'm going to need a perception check from Ilya.
Oh my god.
That better be a good. Oh my god.
Come on, Ilya.
Oh my god. 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
My first roll was 2 double advantage.
I'm gonna have you take another strain as you keep stopping to like listen, but luckily you rolled 4 advantage because I rolled 5 threat. Moving ahead, you are able to pick up on the noise of a moving group and are able to stop your group of adventurers before they pick up on you. So at this point, you know someone's up ahead, but it's just barely within any sort of auditory range. You'll have to make a little bit more distance on them if you want to listen in on them or anything like that.
Oh,
It is about 4 o'clock roughly in the day, and you guys are approximately, as far as lighting right now, it's dim light.
I think we should veer off at this point.
yeah, that's your group ahead of us. I don't want to deal with that.
Bull takes his position back in front and keeps moving.
Towards the group. No.
Not along the trail.
Yeah. You guys got a direction that we're going, or are you just risking it?
Josh had said that we were headed.
If
It was
the
heading
trail's
in the
heading
right direction for now, but
Yeah. That, I guess that's my question, because if the trail is heading the right direction, we can't just like take 2 steps off of it and then keep going that way, and we're going to be chilling. Like,
Yeah. Your concern is valid right now.
okay.
So you're gonna cut a wide loop, or
I would say I'd go like 50 yards off the trail and then start continuing in the same direction we were going.
Okay.
Is what Bull would do, or is planning to do.
Okay, so you're gonna cut back into the thicket and chop yourself.
hmm
Okay. What does everyone else do?
I'm following Bull.
Yeah,
Wretch
might
is,
as well.
Wretch is one strain from
Yeah.
passing out, so I'm just kind of like doggedly like walking, staring at my feet at this point.
I mean, what are they going to do if they see a giant man swinging an axe just aimlessly in the middle of the woods?
How far off are they from us? Like, I'm just wondering how loud him doing this is.
50 yards. Maybe 40 yards.
But they don't see us yet.
No, not in the dim lighting in the heavy thicket.
Okay.
You guys managed to stop in time before, like, just within, like, an auditory range.
Okay. Yep, I'm cool with that.
Okay, so you're all gonna follow Bull?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing specific other than that? Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6. Okay. You chop your way through some of the thicket and find another somewhat thin area that you can weave in through some of the trees and not get caught up on too much bramble.
Yeah, so if we're not going through the thicket, I won't be swinging my axe. If it's
Right.
good enough to just travel in without having to, but like if we get into like raspberry bushes, so to speak, I'll start cutting again.
Yep, we're sensible. Yep. So now I just want everyone to give me another athletics check as you attempt to, move on.
Yeah.
Whew.
Using my horseshoe.
Just one.
5 dice, not a single success.
Wow. A lot of failure. So good
Great.
time to use it. While he's rolling and counting, people
2
start
and
shouting
1.
your numbers. 2 and 1, okay.
1-1.
1 and 1.
Or one.
4 and 1, okay.
5 and 1.
5 and 1. Okay. Emery is unable to continue. How much stamina do you have?
My legs start shaking and then kind of just give out. I like lean up against the tree and then kind of slump down. I had 12 of 16, so I had 4 left.
Yeah, I was gonna do another 4 straight to anyone who failed. So you basically are gonna pass out.
I feel like since you asked how many I had left and then you said 4. No, I'm just kidding.
So basically, thematically, I'm assuming that you wouldn't just like you can choose whether or not you faint or if you like stop yourself with one strain and you're like, I can't continue. But that's kind of where we are as you are pushing ahead, so to speak.
Yeah, I stop where when I'm at the point of basically I can't walk any further and slump against the tree, like I said, kind of.
Did you take your stamina potion already?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need another.
So if she makes it known that she is about to pass out, I will round her up.
Okay.
Wretch, did you
Kind of like hold it.
Sorry.
Kind of like hold her over my shoulders, where I kind of like tie her arms in a necktie.
Okay, so you can go ahead and pick her up. And at that point, you would not be able to hack and chop, so to speak. But with everyone's net success, you are able to push along a little bit further for the day. But I need another vigilance check. And Ilya, you can give me a perception check now that you are a little bit more on edge, if you'd like, instead of vigilance.
All of us vigilance checks?
Yeah, I'm gonna say except for Emery.
Well, are you unconscious right now, Emery, or are you at 1?
I have 1 strain left.
Yeah.
But thematically, I get it.
Yeah. You also
One in
work
one
throughout
in
the entire
three.
months. 1 in 3.
1 in 3.
I'm just getting a nice piggyback ride.
Rolling the black die again.
I got the black die over here.
Oh, okay. 3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay. Ball.
1 and 1.
You guys hear something to the east. Kind of, you guys headed a little bit more west. Or sorry, a little bit north. How about that? You hear something a little bit to the south. You guys headed a little bit further. It sounds like distant screams.
Oh, you said screams, didn't you?
Did.
Distant screams. Off in what direction?
South.
Away from us.
If
You guys headed north. You guys are headed northwest. Sorry, northeast, and this happened south. So you guys veered from almost like a due east into a northeast.
Does it sound far distant, you said?
Yeah, but it's still within auditory range, right? Like it shouts through a dense forest still, right? Which don't carry very far.
Does it sound like a human, an animal?
It sounds like sapient.
come on, guys, it's nothing to worry about. We gotta get moving.
Hey.
They scream for help.
He didn't specify help. He just said screams.
Yeah, he did just say screams.
You hear maybe one please that you can make out.
God, no.
That is about it.
Okay.
God damn.
We're not going to be able to do a fight right now.
We can scare something off. I can't just let somebody die a painful death like that.
You can't really try.
Well, they might be
Yes.
dead by the time we get there.
You guys
They'll
heard something?
definitely be dead by the. They will definitely be dead if we keep on trucking and ignore their pleas.
Well, it could also be one of the poachers that is screaming. Do we have to save them too?
What if it's one of the people that we usually just end up killing?
Wait. Oh no, shit. No, Emery doesn't have the stamina. I was gonna say you could send out a scout.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do that here.
You guys heard something?
I could just try being intimidating from here and see if it's enough.
Yeah, just use your
I
best
intimidate
dad
the
voice and tell them
forest.
to cut it out.
Dice.
Hey, you over there, knock it off. All right, let's carry on.
Yeah.
You kids don't pipe down. Like, come over there and beat your asses.
Yeah. All right, Forrest.
There's always going to be... Bull basically turns to Ilya and says, there's always going to be death in war. You can't help everybody.
You're right. I can't help everybody, but I can help the people that I have the opportunity to.
If you leave us now to go help them, I won't be following you.
Well, shit. I don't want to fight something on my own.
Well, we should try to help people when we can. And Lorne says very weakly, on your shoulders.
As much as it pains me, I'll tap Ilya's arm and provide a. I don't know the like real life idiom, but there's like an idiom of you're no good for anybody if you get sick yourself. You do have to take care of yourself, which means not overextending too much or working so hard that your own body is too fragile to save others. And same applies here. If we run off to see what that scream's about, then
One of us is already being carried. I'm not that far away from needing to be carried.
yeah. But we're also late for our own deadlines, and people will get hurt if we don't show up there on time. So it's
All right, we'll keep going.
With that, you guys continue. After a short time, it's getting through the day, and you come to a small clearing forest. There seems to be another trail or two in this area, but more notably, there is a rundown hut and a small rundown lean-to.
When you say run down, it looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Like no
probably been
squatters or anything.
Yeah, it looks like a decade old.
This looks like where we sleep tonight. No fire. Everybody just go inside and pass out. And then we continue first thing in the morning.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
I didn't hear that, Sarah.
Oh, she just startled awake when you started talking. Okay. Back to sleep.
I would vote not to throw somebody else out, but Ilya and Bull seem the least concerned about strain, so maybe they stay awake first because
I definitely have.
I just said I'm not far away from needing to be carried.
I know, but
Yeah.
I have one, and someone needs to watch you. Sorry, but not sorry.
All right, so can we do 2 shifts of watch with 2 people at a time, Josh?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't get the benefits of a long rest until you have slept for 6 hours. So if you want to do 2 groups of 2, you can do 6-hour watch and a 6-hour watch. And then you would have 12 hours spent.
I think we have to do that.
We are not feeling great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
I
I think
can
that's
say-
our safest course.
I think if I stay awake with Ilya, and then it's Wretch and Emery,
Sorry.
with me and Ilya taking first watch, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right. I don't care what you people do. I'm not waking up.
Wretch, do you have time to make tea before you go to bed?
We would have to have a fire if you made tea, right?
Yeah, you said no fire.
Yep.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen when my tea wears off.
That sounds like Ilya's problem.
You know. Well, then again, if you're awake, I can just stun you,
Sure.
and then you'll be unconscious, and it won't be a problem.
We're risking it.
Funny.
Yikes.
Do you have any solve left?
No. I gave you a magic hug. Didn't that help at all?
I have no idea.
We're all gonna have no idea. We're gonna have no idea together.
We're just gonna pray the magic hug was enough for tonight and see what happens.
Canonically, Wretch just walks into the area and lands face first in a spot and is out because he's had a long one here.
Yeah, Bull's basically gonna have to tuck Emery in because she fell asleep again on his shoulder immediately after he talked.
There's like one bed in the hut, and I just put her on it. Nobody else gets it.
There you go. Hey, I slept in a basement before Emery and Ilya found me there, so like I'm pretty used to this.
Just hope I never find out you poisoned me.
Yeah, yep, that sounds good.
That is
Just
a weird
makes her
plot
really,
twist.
She makes really strong drinks.
I like how when he asked about why his throat burns, everyone was like, "I don't know, you were screaming." Solid help, teammates.
It's
Really
factually
appreciate
correct,
it.
even if it's misleading.
I don't know if Ilya and I definitively saw that you poisoned him. You fed him something and he woke up and started screaming, but again, that's not like super unusual. Like, oh shit, he wasn't doing that before.
Yeah.
Fair.
So the two who are are you guys all eating rations?
Yeah.
I will be, yes.
Okay. So you guys can all recover the 1 HP for that immediately.
Woo!
And who are the first two keeping watch?
It'd be me and Ilya.
Okay. I'll have you both give me vigilance checks. Are you hiding in the building while you were keeping watch? Are you looking outside one of the small, like, did you prop one of the shutters open? How are you keeping watch?
I would be sitting in the house if there is a window. Basically, be sitting like at the window.
Okay, so there's two shuttered windows that you can unshutter one of them if you'd like to look in. Are you going to open up multiple shuttered windows so you can look at from different
No,
angles?
I'm gonna open the one that I'm at. I'm gonna be at like the one that's looking out like the same direction the door goes,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have it open just far enough where they're not like all the way open, but I can at least like see the sight line approaching the front of the house.
Gotcha. Yep. Ilya?
I will face. No, we're trying to not draw attention to ourselves. I'm going to, I guess, look to the same window as Bull.
Okay.
So you said
You're just
vigilance?
gonna turn your ears up more.
Something like that. Oh, fuck me. Nothing.
That is like the best I could roll for 2 green die. 2 and 2.
One
Oh.
second.
I'm not even sure that I exist at this point, judging by the roll.
I look at you and you're asleep. God damn it.
And then you guys still have the Ilya has the 1 setback die from the lack of sleep from the night before. Okay. Ilya, you rolled nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Bull, what did you roll?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay. I need you guys to roll for me again.
Vigilance again.
Yes.
0 and 3.
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? 0 and 1.
Oh, buddies.
Look, once we get struck by an arrow or something, we'll know just to swing wildly in that direction.
You guys are exhausted, right? There's no.
We don't even notice the heavy snoring behind us.
Right. As a matter of fact, I'll have you guys now staying up and kind of you Bull. You start to feel the tea start wearing off as your carnivorous appetite begins to resume, and as your restlessness starts to kick in, maybe almost keeping you a little bit awake, more than what you feel like you should be.
So whether or not Ilya notices, Bull goes from being like stone still, just staring out the window for like hours, to now I'm like jumping my leg
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of turn to Ilya and I'm like, something's happening, boss.
You start salivating as the smells waft into the window. Ah, beautiful meat.
Wait, you say like carnivorous or like bloodlust?
That's not for you to know.
Ah.
Ilya.
I am going to turn to Ilya. Ilya, you're gonna have to knock me out now.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You don't have to
I'm,
use your
uh,
taser. You don't have to use your taser. Put me in a chokehold or something.
Oh, excuse that. I got the tools.
Yeah, well, I'm not unreasonable at the moment.
I'm just okay. I don't think Ilya could.
Doc,
Ilya.
Doc, I need surgery. Trust me, I need surgery. Don't use that fucking scalpel, though. I hate knives. Just like
Hit me with a bat.
Listen here, I tell you what you do and how you do it.
Ilya, that's when your impulsive violence starts to kick back in with your ego.
You tell me how to put you down. I've done it twice before, son.
I'm guessing I see him like pull his sword out to zap me, and I'm just like, God damn it! I grab like a chunk of wood to put in my mouth to bite down on.
Okay.
Bite your tongue out.
So yeah.
You can go ahead and just suffer 4 strain.
That's not enough.
So he zaps
So you're gonna have to do it twice.
He snaps you. And your cruelty starts kicking back in.
2 and 2. I'm gonna zap him again.
Okay. So, Bowl, do you let him?
As long as I don't lose control at this point, then yes.
Yeah. You're
Hence why the wood is in my mouth.
right. You're seething. You're panting. You have it just under control, though. You kind of feel like you want to break something. As he goes into zap you again, you snap the stick in your mouth as your destructive, anarchic attitude seeps in. But, zap! He hits you again.
That's enough.
Okay. Andrew, I'm going to text you real quick.
Yeah, that first zap left me with 1 strain left, so I'm like, God damn it, he's gonna have to do it again.
Hit him again.
Are you doing Discord or text?
Text.
Josh.
Text.
True text.
All right. Now, Ilya, I need you to give me a discipline or cool check, and I also need one from Bull.
A what check?
Discipline.
2 success.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Okay. Need to roll d4.
Sounds like what a hero would do. You can go to hell.
What was that?
Austin was just saying that we're gonna ride this out. We're gonna nap through it. We're not gonna do
Right.
anything. And I said that sounds like what a hero would do. We're real tired. So
Ilya.
Not my circus, not my monkey.
Everyone is asleep, but you. You sit here in this putrid hovel. And there's a feeling that goes through you. That you just kind of feel like pushing the whole thing down and just walking away. Something about the forest, as you draw closer and closer to society, something makes you doubt whether or not you want to go back. Fucking people running around, gathering together like ants. You think about, you hear some people flocking towards the forest. It makes sense. Them trying to embrace the wild. Even if it is shooting at the Woolen, whom you've come to understand are people themselves. Even that idea, people gathering. What's wrong with Sapiens? You have garnered another trait.
Fuck.
I will text you which one it is.
Oh boy. It's another secret one. That's
Love
always
secret
good.
ones.
I've been pretty good so far. I made a point to put points into discipline.
You made it a long ways. Yeah.
Oh no, 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 no.
Great. Shara.
Okay. Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
so Wretch and Emery, you get a good night's sleep.
You love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's always a but.
so recover half of your total strength, if you could, please.
That's not all of my strength.
That's not all of it. You can't do that. It's not all of it.
He hasn't told you the rest yet. Shut up.
Gonna get worse.
Oh.
Can you both give me a vigilance check?
I thought.
Sure, that thing I'm really good at. 2 success.
3 and 3.
2 success, 3 and 3. Okay. You both. That's good job. And you startle awake. You are completely bound.
Oh, god damn it.
You are suffocating. And you are gagged.
I am panicking. Can we see anything? Like when we open our eyes?
So you open your eyes. You open your eyes to a pitch black space. You can give me a quick perception check, if you would.
Oh, cool. Yep. I'm too panicked. I got 3 advantage, no success. So I let out kind of a muffled. I try to scream, but
Okay.
Alright.
And with that, I need all 3 of the conscious people to roll initiative.
Wait, we're all bound and gagged?
No, you are not bound and gagged.
You're just a meanie.
Oh no. and the
Have I been knocked out for 6 hours yet?
No, you have not. You are super unconscious.
which is initiative again? Is it cool?
I need you to give me you vigilance. The other two give me cool because you're like what the fuck?
I roll vigilance anyway because I do 5 and 1, and I have the talent constant vigilance.
Okay.
You're always
One
hitting.
moment.
I
I
have
got 2 advantage.
I have 1 with nature when in wilderness. Do a survival check instead. In this case, do you still want me to roll cool, or is survival acceptable?
Survival is acceptable.
Okay.
Yay. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'll just add that in a second. Tokens. Where's my turn tracker? There we go. I have a weird amount of things. Okay, Emery, what'd you get?
4, 1.
Okay. Ilya.
2 advantage.
Bull. Sorry. Bull gets a 0. And then. Oh shit! Hold on a second. I have like so many of you on here for some. Let's try this again.
Oh, it looked normal to me. It's weird.
Yeah, I had like 4 of each of you.
Weird.
Okay, Emery, you said how much? 4 and 1.
4 and 1.
Thank you. Bull's at 0. Ilya's got 0.2, and then Wretch.
5 1.
Wow. Great
I
job.
got to use my vigilance because of talent.
With that, this person, but since you guys can see things, I need to do it. Oh, that's what I'll give my surprise round. Cool agility. Oh wow, yes, they actually just roll. Yes. 0.3. Damn. Okay. You got guys as you wake up into this room. Wretch. Start of your turn, you suffer 4 strain because you are suffocating.
Hey!
What do you do?
Go back to bed. All right, I have 1 strain left. I need to go to bed. Goes to bed. All right, you sleep through the night. You sleep great, but never mind, fucker. You only get half your stamina back, and then I take half of that half back
Sorry.
immediately.
You're right. Actually, you guys recover. You guys should recover all your strain, but then immediately you suffer the 4 strain.
Okay.
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 I'll
I
give
was
you
like,
the
dude, I'm gonna go
full rest.
unconscious again. I just woke up.
You said we slept good.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out factor in the timing on this too,
Yeah.
like when you guys would start to. But I'll say you guys just get the full rest. Okay.
Yeah.
But you suffer 4 strain.
I'm going out real quick. This is my turn, singular. All right.
Make the most of it.
Yeah. All right. So I took 4 strain for suffocating. Oh gosh, golly darn it, gee.
Why don't you just breathe?
Wretch
You're
sleeps
right,
in
I
his
tried to
armor, right?
Scrub.
Of course he does.
Can I wiggle? Can I try to test
You
the
can
bonds?
certainly try. You can give me an athletics check to attempt to break free.
I mean, it's really
21,
hard. It's
baby.
really hard to bind a sphere, isn't it?
It is hard. 1 and 1.
No.
Sounds good.
You are so bound. You can't even turn your head.
I spend my maneuver to accept my fate.
Okay.
I'm accepting the shit out of it, though.
Okay. Yeah, so you wake up, you realize you're suffocating, you wiggle a little bit, and then you just give into it.
I mean, more seriously, I just passed my turn because there's nothing I can really do in this moment.
Would you like to spend 2 strain to attempt to break out again?
Not
You
this turn.
You could also spend a maneuver just to try to gain more information about your surroundings if you have questions.
I try and bang my head on the ground to make a noise in case either of our watchmen are unconscious.
Okay, yeah. Give me a skullduggery check. And Ilya, give me a perception check.
0-0.
Well, luckily, I'm adding these together.
What?
I rolled 2 green dice. They're both blank.
What'd you get done?
3 and 2.
Hey, you hear thump. And it draws your attention away from the window back into. And with that, Emery, you suffer 4 strain.
Yeah. I will start off by panicking and trying to get loose.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
Okay, I got a 1-1.
1-1.
Mm-hmm.
You suffer 2 more strain as you exert yourself against these, but you cannot break bonds.
Great. And then I try to collect myself a little bit and think if I'm like try to feel the way that I'm bound, like on my wrists and stuff.
Yeah.
Like feel at where the like what the knots are.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception or investigation, interpretation?
I would allow that. Yeah.
Cool.
It'll be a harder check for that, just because you can't see and you're trying to like feel. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's so it's either perception
Or investigation.
but perception would be easier. Fine.
Okay.
Screw you. I'll do that. Triumph and 3 success. I picked the right choice.
You feel vines wrapped over your body and digging back into the soil. And they are moving and constricting on
Oh.
you.
Okay.
And I need to add my last item to the turn order.
That is a really big mimic. Holy shit.
Yes.
Could have poked it.
And as the building collapses down, it's going to basically envelop Ilya on the spot.
Can I attack it first?
Unfortunately, you don't have as good of initiative as it did. And I'm trying to roll here.
Doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity?
No, it does not. Not right now, because it was already engaged with you for a long time, and it is not breaking engagement.
Oh.
1 second. How do I-
Well, that's just yucky.
Remember those vigilance rolls we didn't do good on?
Oh,
The fact that I remembered who I was is astonishing after those rolls.
so the building.
This is the last time I failed to stab a building before going into it.
Right. So the building collapses down on top of you. And as it does,
I'm confused. A second ago I saw archers, now I see mimics.
right? Oh, I didn't realize those archers were on the token there. That's my bad.
That's awfully suspicious.
Right. Those are the hunters who died horribly. But anyways, so as it dives down onto you, it's going to smash you. Can you give me a melee defense check? And this would be without your weapon and without your shield.
You know,
Okay. What is it?
I want to make sure that I have it right here.
I believe you should only be like rolling one die because you don't have any armor either.
His agility gives him dice.
Oh,
Yeah, so that would just be 3 blacks and a purple.
Why isn't this playing?
Sorry, we haven't done the battle in a while.
Nope, you're fine.
So is that everyone gets a purple die, right? Or is everyone gets a black one?
Everyone gets a purple die, and then you get black dice for anything over 2 agility. And then it's all about your parries and your weapons and all that other shit that you got.
Right. So I think that would mean 3 minus my shield, which I believe gives me 1 defense. That would be 3 blacks and a purple that I have to roll.
Your shield gives you 2 black dice, so you get 2 for your agility.
Ah, okay. Better than I thought.
So a black and a purple.
Wait, so every agility over 2, I get 1 black die.
Correct. Your agility's 4, right?
Yeah, so then I would have 2 blacks and a purple.
Correct. That's
Oh, I wish I hadn't said that. 1 failure, 3 threat.
Okay. You hear this building creak and moan as it swings at you for 14 soakable damage. So it smashes into you. It's going to suffer 1 strain doing so. As the building collapses
I'm gonna parry that nonsense.
Yes, I totally would. As the building collapses in on you,
7.
something that you notice is that the lean-to off in the distance starts shuddering.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No. Then it is Bull's turn. Bull is unconscious. And then it is Braventail's turn, at which point he suffers 4 strain because he is suffocated.
Herp. Oh boy. I try to spin in place and use the armor to scissor through some of these their vines.
You can do a brawl-based attack on the vines if you would like to try to damage them.
Huzzah. I'll do that. Sure.
Okay. Roll brawl.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay.
This isn't my best stat, so...
What is your damage? 1 success plus your brawn.
That is 4.
4 damage. Okay. You managed to start breaking apart some of it, but you have a feeling that you have a long way to go. Is there anything that you'd like to do with your maneuvers?
Wiggle in Morse code that I am displeased and it should stop.
Yikes. Emery, over to you. You suffer 4 strain.
Yep. I'm going to try to bend these vines to my will and try to pull them off of
You would like to attempt to awaken them with your own magics.
Yeah, take
Okay.
control of them and make them stop being little bitches.
Being memory, I will allow it. Go ahead and give me a witchcraft check. This is going to be against this thing's discipline.
Cool. Five and 2.
2. I rolled 3 failure, a despair, and 2 threats.
How about you not?
So you manage to start. You start pushing it away, but with the despair, I'm going to say that you will have effectively warded this thing away from you for this turn, but you'll be concussed next turn, which means you lose your action. So you still have your maneuvers, but you're concussed from the efforts of pushing will against will on it.
Okay.
You're no longer suffocating.
I'm no longer suffocating. Am I held bound by it at all?
No, you are no longer bound. You are still prone.
If I'm still prone, am I able to try to break the stuff off of Wretch? Or am I...
Or we'll take an action to do that.
Okay. I unprone myself.
All right, Emery's up.
Wait.
Over to Ilya. Sorry, not yet to... Did I skip Ilya? I think I skipped Ilya.
Yeah.
Dude, my bad. What do you do?
I am full of rage and violence. And so I'm going to spend a story point to bleed myself without giving me the old spicy sword.
Okay.
And hit this thing, just like stab it. Because I know that the building's trying to get me. I'm going to try to stab the thing that tried to envelop me.
Okay, go for it. I'll say for one maneuver. So if you want to stab use the story point for the weapon ability, or you're doing the bleed yourself thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need a second maneuver to whip out your shield and your sword, because you were not at that stage. Like you got a surprise, right?
Okay.
So
I'm willing to spend the extra strain to do that.
sure. All right, go ahead. Swing
Oh,
away,
boy.
sir.
Yeah, so that's 2 and 3.
2 and 3. You do
Yeah.
successfully hit, but I did roll a despair. We'll resolve that momentarily.
Okay, so that's my uncanceled successes plus 7. And then there's the lightning damage. And then whatever multiplier, assuming this thing is not resistant to lightning damage. I think that would double it.
It is not resistant to lightning damage. So, yeah, 7 plus your 1 success, so 8, right? And
Yeah.
then you use your... So it's doubled because it's not resistant, so therefore it's now weakened. So that is going to be 16, and it gets no soak this round. So you chop through its... and you just cleave a whole part, like a whole wall of thicket falls off of this thing as it attempts to reassemble itself, and it starts squirting blood, like actual blood, which is weird from a plant, all over your sleeping or suffocating companions.
I scream incoherently.
And as that happens, the other building lurches into full mobility and starts scuttling towards you guys. That's what I'm using the despair. It was going to have another turn delay. Okay. And then it is... So I skipped your turn, so now we're all the way back through everyone else back to the memory.
Mm-hmm.
The memory next to you is going to go... as it takes the base of it, which was vines coiled around some bricks, and it heaves them up in its attempt to spin them at you. Go ahead and give me a melee defense check. Now you get your shield back for this check.
Okay. Uh, 3 and 3.
3 and 3. You successfully dodge out of the way, which is good because you distracted as it turns in the area that you dodged, and it what seems to have been an attack that probably would have hit multiple people. It is completely whiffed. Its friend though starts scuttling towards you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? It will blow 2 strain to go 5, 6 to there. And then it is back to you, Ilya.
Back to me.
Yeah, because I skipped you earlier.
Right. So I am gonna take another big fat whack at the guy who bit me before, and something the horse son doesn't fall far from the whore tree. Something incoherent and baffling, but deeply offensive in rage.
Nice. Are you spending a story point, or are you out of story points?
I'm spending story point.
Okay.
Oh, 2 and 1.
I got 1 and 1.
So I don't proc the shock.
Correct.
But that would be another 16 damage.
Jesus. Yeah, you slice this thing in two, and the building actually, as you hack through it, you find what seems to be some sort of weird cluster of hearts, and you stab into it, and the lightning just fries them as the building just falls apart, and you see hay and bricks and timber just fall to the side. But the other memory monstrosity is hot on that last one's heels, coming at you. So now it is back up to Wretch's turn. Wretch, you suffer 4 strain.
Yay.
What happened to the one?
Wait, how can that be if the thing that was holding him is dead?
Good point, actually. As you kill the one that had bound him to the ground, it falls away. The vines go right where they were, however. So I'm going to say that you don't suffer 4 more strain, but you are still bound.
Okay. I continue to spin.
How not a single person has checked on Bull yet.
I'm still
No one's checked on
the
Wretch
ground.
either, alright?
That's a big old murder meatloaf. He's gonna be fine.
Funny.
I am now not suffocating, but apparently concussed. So I
Right.
can't help anybody for yet another turn.
Wretch, what'd you get for your brawl check?
1.
1. You struggle ineffectually, unfortunately. Is there anything that you'd like to do with your maneuver?
All right. So I went to bed, pretty much passed out, slept, woke up, was choking, and now I'm not choking. The first thing I do is vomit.
Oh God, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Josh,
Like, also with this headache and all this shit, then my first reaction was to start spinning to try and cut the thing. So I'm spinning while all these are happening. It's just not a good time, so I vomit.
Andrew, would you?
I'm gonna walk away, but I'll still be able to hear you. So if you need something from me, just say it.
Okay. Emery, what'd you do?
I'm concussed and I'm standing. But I can't. At this point, most things that I could. You said concussed takes away an action.
Takes away your action, so you have a maneuver.
And I can't use a maneuver to check on Bull.
You can use a maneuver to check on him.
Is he bound?
He is not bound.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Bull is the house.
Okay, so he is not suffocating.
That being said, it does look like some vines had started to sprout nearby.
Okay, but he's not right
He's
now.
not bound.
I'm going to try to find like my staff and put it in front of me, and that's gonna be it. Like,
Yeah.
if I can do that as like a defensive stance type thing.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. The other memory comes in like a wrecking ball. It is going to attack. It is going to run up and it's going to attack Emery. If you can give me a defense check.
I did a defensive stance, so I get an extra black die, right?
Yep.
Cool, 2 threat. That's it.
Oh boy, it hits you for 11 damage.
Cool, great, awesome.
And then it is going to also, with its uncancelled advantage, it is going to hit the bound companion next to you and the unconscious companion next to you as well. It's doing each of them 11 soakable damage, but also a critical injury because they're restrained.
What was that?
11 soakable damage to you, and here's a critical injury.
Me?
Yes, sir. You and Bull. 44 for you, Wretch. And
Okay.
24 for you, Bull, but it's reduced by some
Reduced.
stuff. Yep.
Reduced by 10, so it'd be 34.
So it'd be 14 to you.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
44 to Wretch, and then effectively 14 to you.
What does that do?
On the cheat sheet, I believe it is 10's digits, reduces your, 1 second, critical injury table. 44, reduce strain threshold by 10's digit. And then 14, reduce wound threshold by 10's digit. And then Ilya, it is you. You see this thing just like stomping on your allies as it rampages into engagement with you.
Well, I find that
So
extremely
the
distasteful.
10's digit that you rolled.
Correct, 14. Yep. So we'll 1.
Question.
So it reduces wound by 1
Okay, did you already have a crit on you?
of 1.
So that increases it by 10 again as well. So it'd be
Okay,
You're back to
back to
10.
24. Yep.
but it's still the same thing though, isn't it?
It's
1
so-
through 49.
Yeah, but it's now
Mhm.
your wound threshold is down by 2 instead of by 1.
Okay.
So, question about my Godslayer ability.
Yep.
So I can't bleed myself right now, or I would pass out. So, does the damage multiplier?
It applies
Would that-
after soak.
Okay, so yeah, but would that so the Godslayer thing, is that still in effect even if I don't use my breach ability?
Correct. That's
Okay,
always in effect.
fantastic.
And also, if you can at some point write utility too for next session, I would like your weapon to always proc the secondary effect at the cost of damage. Because I think that
Utility
one
two?
thematically feels better, and 2 it just makes sense. So
Utility 2.
meaning that no matter what, you always get 2 advantage with the weapon.
okay.
What happens is that if I roll like a bunch of threat, it just reduces the damage you do to ensure you get that advantage. At
Okay.
a 1-to-1 loss. So you will always be able to proc the secondary effects, but it's at the cost of damage.
Okay.
Anyways, swing away.
3 and 3.
3 and 3. I roll 2 and 2. So in this particular case, reduce your damage by 1 and increase your advantage by 1 so that you can proc the status effect.
Okay. So would that mean I don't do any damage? I'm confused.
No, so
Oh, it's calculated after.
yep, so it's
After
1
the
success plus, yep, exactly.
Okay, so then that's 7 damage times 2? Or is it 7 damage and then times 2 after soak is applied?
Yeah, 7 damage minus the soak times 2. So you
Okay.
hack into this thing. And what's your secondary ability on this for your advantage?
It's a stun, so stamina 4. It's electricity.
4. All right. Yeah, you hack into it and you hear it starts smoking from the electricity searing through it. You hear it go as you draw its attention.
Okay.
And then it's back up to Reg. Oh, wait, no. Yep, yeah, it's back up to Reg.
Well, I'm guessing that didn't wake up.
No, you don't get woken up from being
Okay.
struck while you're unconscious. You need to be, it's a medicine check, right?
Okay.
Wretch does nothing.
He has nothing?
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious?
You lowered my strain threshold, you ass!
Ah!
Oh no!
You lowered it by-
Oh, man.
You lowered it by 5. I woke up, took a 4, a 4, and a 5, and it's like, okay, well, fuck. Well, I think I took another couple in there somewhere.
Oh, it was a
took my
4, a
strain-
4, and a 4.
Well, I have another crit, so that 4 is actually a 5.
Oh,
And then I
man.
had a strain from doing some stuff.
At least you're not suffering crits while you're down there.
Yeah, but no, I went unconscious out of turn, so.
Yikes. Rip. Alright, well, at least you don't suffer a crit, and then it's Emery's turn.
And I'm not concussed.
You're no longer concussed.
This thing, does it look bloodied or not?
No.
Okay.
This is a whole barn. A whole
Are
lean-to ready to rock.
You cool with what
Yeah,
you assume
yeah,
is coming?
Yep.
Okay, because Emery's really
Yeah. Tell everyone what happens here.
well. Emery's really sick of this shit, and she just starts to like scream with rage, and then the parts and pieces of like the woods around.
Yeah, like I imagine like parts of the building that was just slain. You know, like
Yeah, are going to start like flying together and assembling into a creature beside her. It's normally a prepare to and concentrate thing, it says. So I don't know. I don't remember what is prepare to basically.
prepare
her
to
turn.
is gonna so it'll take you 2 maneuvers and an action to just cast it straight. So you're gonna end up taking 4 strain to put this out if you want to do it this turn.
I would like to do it this turn. This is not used, but I have a heroic recovery to recover 4 strain, so I'm going to just use that
Yep.
to balance that out. So
Nice.
she's just fueled by her rage, and since I'm able to make it all in one turn, you see this massive wood bear thing. Oh yeah, can you zoom in? Look at him.
Look what you
at
made.
that dude.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, it's my buddy. And yeah, he makes exactly the noise Josh just made, but I'm not gonna do it because he did a better job. All right. I don't know how his turn works, but
He activates
he's
on your
out
turn?
there.
Yeah. Go ahead and do. You can activate him.
He can activate. Okay,
Activates on your turn.
that's awesome. Well, he lets out a super angry roar, and then he goes to claw at this big beastie.
All right. Go ahead. You
Awesome.
should have a brawl-based attack, so you just take your brawn. You'll reference the brawl. Yeah.
So it's one of these, 2 of these.
I hope one threat.
3 success, 3 advantage.
Okay, so you have 3 success, 2 advantage to play with.
Success plus damage is 10. How much advantage? Sorry.
2.
2?
So you should be able to
Ah,
proc any of his abilities,
He
pretty
can't
much.
proc. Crit.
No.
3. He doesn't. Okay, Claws doesn't have any abilities that can proc with 2 advantage.
Okay.
So, 10 damage.
Is that what you're... Hold on.
I'm doing Claws.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, wait.
concussive and knockdown.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this
Yeah.
was a separate thing because of.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
the rage engaged. Yeah, that's all the claw attack, yeah.
Oh, okay. How much does it take to proc concussive for knockdown?
Concuss is... Well, it's double advantage because this is a massive creature. So it's actually 4 advantage to concuss him or knock him down in this particular case. But you can use the 2 advantage to give someone else a boost die.
Sure. But 10 damage.
10 damage. All right, smacking into this thing. Your malice starts sundering it to bits.
Yeah.
But it's still there's a lot to get through on this thing.
Yeah, so I'm pouring all of my anger and hatred and all the shitty things the hunger made me feel into this embodiment of malice. So there he is, my little, forest friend.
Little being, he is
That's Cinder's
the
baby. That's
the
who it
size
is.
of Bull. But yeah. We're gonna have a kaiju fight here. Your mouth is getting attacked.
Great.
Oh, I rolled a triumph and 5 advantage.
He just rolls 1. 2 failure.
2 failure. Okay. Then what this thing is going to do is it's going to use its 5 advantage and its triumph to it's going to entangle and Ilya, and also entangle the bear as well. So you're both ensnared with it. So Malice and Ilya are both ensnared with it, but unfortunately, it doesn't. Fortunately for you guys, it doesn't really get anything. Ilya, over to you. You are ensnared with this thing. That's going to make melee checks a little bit harder with it, unless they're brawl-based melee checks. Also, you can't get away from it unless you do a check.
Can I? Well, my melee checks are brawl based.
They are brawn-based, but they are melee light checks. You're not
Okay.
punching.
Well, I'm just gonna slash away at this thing and hope for the best.
Okay.
That was unwise.
2 and 1.
What? 1 and 2?
Nope. Unfortunately, this thing's got your arm, and you're not able to get your sword in there.
I'm foaming at the mouth and screaming.
Yeah. Very fair. Anything else you want to do?
Would it be a maneuver to try to break free?
It would be a maneuver to try to break free. Yes, you can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Give me an athletics check or a coordination check, sir.
I'm gonna do coordination. Oh my god. 1 triumph, 5 success, and 2 advantage.
Damn. Yeah. What you end up having to do is you like literally drop your sword so your hand can shoot underneath these vines, and you catch it on the other side, and you use it you hold it up against what is caught on the shield, and you force this thing to either release your shield or unless its vines get cut off, and so it unhooks your shield, and you're able to step backwards a bit. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I can't.
Okay. And then it's up to Wretch. Wretch is unconscious. Emery.
Okay, well, my beasties... Oh, wait, can he go first and then me?
Either one, but you do have to spend a concentration for him to have a turn.
Concentration,
Maneuver.
meaning I have to spend a maneuver.
Yep.
That
doesn't
is
cost
fine.
strain to do.
I will spend my maneuver for that. I'm going to try to pick up or try to, like, revive, you know what I mean? Just, like, awaken the little ball of fur that is beside me in his pile of vomit.
Yep, sure. Give me a medicine check. I believe do you have medicine supplies?
No.
Okay.
I play with sticks.
Sticks. Leave it. Check. Strain during combat.
Does Wretch count as medical supplies?
No.
1 success, 5 advantage.
Base difficulties.
Maybe his optimism.
Sorry. Difficulty decrease with tools. You do not have medicine tools? You know. You shake him a little bit, and you manage to just like get the vomit out of his mouth, so he's not aspirating on it, but he's still asleep.
No. Okay.
Sleep is a strong word. I got choked and then stomped on.
Meanwhile, yeah. Meanwhile, all
Sounds
of
like a party to me.
my anger and frustration at this not fucking working lashes out
Yeah.
at this this stupid mimic.
Are you
And
doing claws or bites?
It's going to bite because it's engaged with it, right?
Yep.
Does that make that harder? Can it?
Nope. Those are all.
Okay.
It's
gonna
everything it does
it's gonna bite down on whatever is wrapped around it.
It might do more damage. It might have different status effects.
Yep.
You got it.
1, 2, 3, 6. 3 success, 3 advantage.
Okay.
So that's 1 success. So that's 9 damage. Did you say you had any threat or no?
Nope.
So that's 3, but I have a crit is crit 2 for bite, and I rolled a 3. So can I do crit or do I need to get double?
Double because it is a monstrous entity.
That's dumb. This has Pierce 1 with
Pierce
my little
one,
teeth
that
cease.
does more damage. Yeah.
Um,
I would allow you to, for 3 strain, I would allow you to have one of your allies recover 1 strain.
You mean for 3
For 3 advantage.
advantage, I can have somebody recover 1 strain?
Effectively, maybe waking up one of your 2 allies who are getting walked on.
I will. It will, because it makes the most sense, be Wretch, because I was trying to pick him up.
Okay.
And so, maybe that actually did something. Does that work?
Yep.
Does that count as him coming back to consciousness?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, he's unconscious,
I-
he's prone. He's also stuck.
Okay.
And then it is the monstrosity's turn, who is going to flail, starting at smacking the bear. So the bear needs to do a melee defense check.
Okay.
Oh, what's the silhouette of your bear? Does it say?
None of your. That's a very rude question.
Thank
0, as far as my roll goes, but my silhouette. Jesus Christ, I have no
It might.
idea. I'm a big bear.
Sorry. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, this thing's the size of a house, so it's a bit bigger. So never mind.
Okay.
Okay, you rolled nothing, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is going to be 14 damage soakable to the bear. It is also going to hit Bull with 14 soakable damage.
That'd be 9, and then.
And then it'll be Ilya's turn.
Yeah, I'm sick of this giant tree monster shit.
We got a problem.
What?
You're gonna have to roll a crit.
Okay.
No!
So it's +2 -1, right? Okay, so that is 102,
Oh,
which is going to be reduced 2 random characteristics by 1. The first one is your brawn is reduced by 1. The second one is your brawn is reduced by 1.
welcome to the club, buddy.
And then it's Ilya's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big old whack at this house.
Okay. Swing away.
2 and 2.
Yeah, 1 fail.
So that would be. I guess it would just be +7. Doubled. After soak.
Sorry, just you got 1 success, net 1 success. What's your damage? What's your? Because I'll do all this. So it's 8. Okay, 8 so 4. Okay. Hacking into this thing once more. It looks like it's probably finally bloodied. Is there anything else that you'd like to do, sir?
No, I think that's about it.
Alrighty. Then it is over to Bull's turn. He suffers another crit. He's unconscious.
Is he real unconscious too?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
Jeez.
So this is now +3. So that is a 44, which I believe reduces your wound threshold.
By the tens digit. So another 4.
It should be
Yep.
a strain because you crit 44 on me and you said it was stamina.
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, but I got hit. So now I'm dead.
1 second. Critical injury table. Yeah, that's 5 is is strain threshold table. 1 through 4 is wound threshold table.
Okay, so you should have reduced my wound threshold, not my stamina.
My bad. So you're
Alright.
so you were already conscious then?
I would have been conscious this whole time. That's too much to retcon. I'll just change it to my wound threshold now.
Thank you, sir. My bad.
It happens. I was just making sure. I use stamina a lot more than my wounds, so this is good for me.
I will give you 1 extra action this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
nice.
just happy to get my stamina back. Like I said, it's way more important.
Way more important.
And it's Wretch's turn.
Woo! Okay, let's go. Now that I'm not unconscious on my own turn, I quickly use Second Wind and Heroic Recovery to get 6 stamina back.
Yeah, and a boy.
When I was suffocating, I'm like, oh, I might be able to use those. Then I get stepped on. It's like, well, not anymore.
God.
I'm unconscious. So, okay. So, am I still bound?
You're still bound.
Okay.
You've been poking at it with your perfectly manicured hands, and it has not gotten very far.
All right, I got an extra action, right?
Yes.
Let's go. I use that extra action to, like, stick with the plan and spin.
All right, give me a brawl check.
Now, I will say I deserve a boost die because my vomit is acidic and it is destroying some of that. But I'll leave it alone, but I deserve
You know what? You've moistened yourself. It's fine. I'll give you the boost die.
it. Whee!
In fact, now give me a coordination check instead.
Yeah! Wait, coordination's not better for me, but still, yeah. What in
I'm
what?
glad I'm glad Wretch is having fun now.
They 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Jesus,
Spinning in my own
dude.
vomit.
You're still stuck.
I'm OP at certain things.
Have you used your horseshoe yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used it at the very start.
Do you need healing? He's on it. Do you need something else? He's not on it.
Not on it. I've got things I'm good at. All right, so that was my quote unquote free action. Now
Yep.
for just a normal turn.
Yeah.
How far am I from Bull?
You can touch him.
All right, I
I'll say
lay
at this
my
point,
chin-
with the damage you've done, you've gotten 1 arm free.
All right, I lay my hand on him, and then I use Quicken Spell once per session. Spend 2 strain to make a magic skill check as a maneuver. So I take 2 strain, then I take 2 more strain to actually cast a spell. Back up to 7 out of 15 here. And I'm going to cast Main Mending, Engaged or Self, Hard Difficulty, Heal Crit. And I'm going to try to heal the Brawn one.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't he have like a reduced wound threshold so that he is dead now?
No, he's not dead. He's just critically wounded. Like, he's suffering crits every turn. He's bleeding out. It's the turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do the Healy one next. I just use the talent so I can cast 2. No turn. I
Okay.
can't cast the same one twice. That seems kind of bullshit.
Okay. So I believe the difficulty is based off of the difficulty of the crit. Or is it just hard?
It just says hard.
Okay, yep, you're right. It's one of those ones that it gives it and it taketh away. And it's reduced by 1 or not?
Can I spend a story point to give him a boost?
Sure. Yeah.
As you you will your brawn back into being.
Is it reduced by 1?
It doesn't say that anywhere. I have no idea what you what you mean.
Okay,
but
I thought you used to have an ability that reduced the difficulty of tests by 1, but I think that you just get plus
If
2
he was
success.
holding his holy idol or something, I think.
I think it just gives you plus 2 success. It's Eli that has an icon that gives all of his tests reduce the difficulty by 1. Sorry.
Yep. I got 5 and 1 after I turned 2 advantage into success.
Okay, I rolled 3 and 1. So you succeed.
Cool.
And
All
his
right, you
brawn
get
is
your brawn
restored, which restores your soak and your wound threshold associated with brawn.
Right. And now the big one. Heal time. Lay hands. So we do that. Bum. And then, nope, yep, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. Got it, great. So I'm using lay hands with my turn. This is a maneuver, but it's a spell because of one of the talents I have.
Yep.
Once per day.
Average difficulty or hard?
Average.
Okay.
Just like my IQ.
Nice. 2 strain.
All right. Then I will turn 1 success back into a strain and get 7 and 2. So,
Okay.
ooh, wait. What's your strain at, Andrew?
Well, this is the one
My
that's just,
strain is still at. My strain's maxed out.
this is just the one
Is it
that's just going to put him at 1 health, right?
I was doing lay hands, but you're right. I do have to get him back to 1 health. You're right. So yeah, then just succeeding it all gets him back to 0. Yep, you're right. I forgot lay hands can't bring you out of the negatives.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will just equal the strain and get.
All right,
10
he's stable.
success, so. Yeah.
Way to go, Wretch. Emery, over to you.
Okay. I use my maneuver to keep my bear, and I'm gonna have my bear go because it's more straightforward.
All right.
And
Get
bear's
the fair
gonna
necessities going.
bite again. Gonna nom nom. So sinking his teeth in for 1, 2, 3 success, 4 advantage.
1 success. Sorry, 1 failure. Okay.
Cool. So that's 10 damage. You didn't have any threat.
Rolled nothing else. Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And a crit.
10 damage and a crit.
Yep.
All right. Oof, this thing is starting to look pretty rough.
And he tears into one of the vines and like rips off a good chunk.
Go ahead and roll your crit.
Ooh. Okay. 36.
36. All right, that's its strain. That's its strain threshold. Yeah.
Wound.
No, it's wound threshold.
It's
All right,
wound.
so that's effectively 3 more damage. On it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a good one actually. That's
Yeah,
nice.
Nice job.
Eminently helpful.
Oh, and it did have Pierce 1 for the attack.
Okay. This thing is barely standing,
Huh.
holding together.
Barely.
Chimp.
Ah, you done. Anything else you'd like to do, Emery? That was just your
That was-
concentration.
That was just my concentration of keeping my bear out. I don't really want to cast another spell. Bull is conscious. Everybody's conscious. Is
I am
Rex-
not conscious.
I thought you are.
He's stable.
No, I'm
but
just stable.
He still has the strain thresholds maxed out.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. And then Rex, you're still bound up.
Yeah.
That's more my style. I'm gonna try to break you loose.
Okay. This stuff is pretty dead, so just give me a channeling check.
Oh no, I like with my hands.
Oh, okay.
These
yeah.
things I could occasionally use for normal things,
Give me
like other people do.
give me an
Do you
athletics
have your
check
gloves on?
or a mechanics check.
I'll do a mechanics check.
Okay.
Oh man. Like a normal person. 3 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time to work at it, but you luckily enough are able to break it away without too much fuss.
Cool.
I appreciate the preferential treatment, but I like how Bull is going through 7 rings of hell, and you're just like, my precious baby, Wretch, no. Nothing could ever possibly hurt him. And I'm like, bro, I appreciate it. You're doing great, but like, that man is dying.
I think it's the principle that if Wretch is unconscious, no one can save him. But if anyone else is unconscious, Wretch can save them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought me back from being pink mist.
And to be
It's gonna
fair,
be okay.
yeah, and I tried to pick you up with, like, it would be the same check. I learned my lesson from the check that I failed real bad trying to get you not unconscious. The only reason I quote-unquote woke you up was because of the stamina my bear healed you before. So, it's like,
Yeah.
at least this I know I can succeed at.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I agree with your decisions tactically. It is just funny. And especially at this point where it's like, all right, Wretch is conscious and fine. He's just a little wrapped up, but he's chilling. And Bull is still unconscious, and you're still like, Wretch though.
yeah, well,
And I'm like, yeah,
Bull
fucking Wretch though.
Bull spitting up blood. I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah. Mechanically, he's fine. It's just narratively, I love it.
yeah. It's
Okay.
perfect.
At the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Monstrosity Memory gonna smash. So it's gonna keep going at your bear because it's wrapped with it.
Yeah. Rap with it, rap with it.
Rap battles! Ooh, that is a nice roll. 5 and 5.
That's one failure.
God. Okay. So the bear takes 14 soakable damage.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still up?
14 minus 5 would be 9. Yeah.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
still up.
with its 5 advantage, it's going to hit you, and it's going to hit Wretch.
Okay.
14 soakable damage to both of you.
I have a logistic question on that real quick.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, so I got 2 threat on that. That's not great.
You don't get to roll.
Oh, it's just 14. Okay.
Yeah, it hits it goes after one person, and then it spends advantage to hit others.
Okay. So, I have an ability
Mhm.
that is share pain.
Mm-hmm.
When you or your animal companion suffers wounds, you may reduce the wounds suffered to half, and then the character suffers wounds equal to the number reduced.
Yep.
So I can take half of the damage. My bear can take half of the damage. My bear only has 3 health left,
Yep.
but I can still do that.
Yep. It could suffer a whole. It's like it'll just take a whole bunch of damage in one instance, and then it'll do its thing. Yep.
Okay, and you said how much damage was it?
14. So after soak, whatever your soak is, subtract
Yep,
that, and
that's
then
11.
half the remainder.
Okay, so then who would it be? It was 11, so who would take?
So you can take 5, and it can take 6.
You can take 6. Okay, and then it takes 6. And it's going to die, but when my summons die, they explode. But it's fine because the blast ignores friendlies, so I know what you're all thinking, but it's fine.
Okay.
Well, before that, I need to crit.
Yes.
Are you down?
I'm down.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought you were health. Sorry, stamina going down or whatever.
I stomp on you for 14 soakable damage. I stomp on you again for 14 soakable damage. Also, I crit you, reduced your health threshold by 5.
Oh, are you hurt?
That is 25 damage, yeah.
So how many crits do you have on you right now?
2.
2? Okay, so that's a 54.
Another 54?
Another 54.
I lost 5 more wounds. Shit.
Oh, fuck!
Max health is down by 10.
Wait, hold on. There shouldn't be health anymore.
Yeah, 54 should be strain. It's 1 through 49
Yeah.
is what?
54 is strain.
Okay.
Not better.
That's better.
It's better when people have to heal you over turns while you're getting
Okay.
crits.
I have 2 crits of 54. 1 does wounds, 1 does strain. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
50 through 79, reduce strain threshold by 10's digit rolled. Earlier, you got a 44.
But it was increased by 10 because I had a crit of 9.
Yeah, so that's when I was saying wounds or strain, and you're like, well, that should have been wounds, not strain. So I was like, my bad. Because I thought we were talking about 44.
So the
Okay.
first one, okay.
So just turn the 54 with the first 54 into a 44. That's fine because we already retconned it and then re-retconned it back or whatever.
Okay.
So I was right
Okay.
originally on that one.
Okay.
Okay, what happens with your explosion?
It actually, what happens is that even more pieces of the house, or the building, start like compiling onto my bear and making it even bigger and sturdier in the spots that it's been like torn apart by this thing.
Oh damn!
But it basically, when it gets destroyed, I rolled a 4/4 for a simple witchcraft check.
Okay.
That adds the success and advantage add temporary health to
Oh. Okay.
my creature until the end of the encounter, but once it's destroyed, it does a blast 6 soakable.
Is that all? How are you on story points? Did that cost a story
That
point
is
to do?
that cost me a story point, and summoning him cost me a story point. So I have spent both story points.
Okay, I thought you used the story point earlier.
I have not used a story point this
Okay.
session.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so it didn't hear no bell, and it's still up, still going.
Yep.
All right, and then it is Bol's turn, who's stable. Sorry, it's Ilya's turn now.
Yeah, I'm gonna gank this thing.
All right.
Holy shit. 3-1.
3 and 1. Sorry, 1 second. Where's my thing? 1 threat.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That would be 10.
That is certainly enough, considering that it's vulnerable to your damage. How would you like to end this thing?
I would like Ilya raises his sword to the sky, ready to strike down, and he calls upon the lightning. But nothing happens for a second, and he's frustrated with Azralam because they had a deal. And he swings the sword down, and you can feel the tension in the air, and there's like a sudden crackling of thunder, and this thing explodes from the inside like a depth charge, and just falls to the ground like loose meat.
Ah, good shit. The monstrosity is felled, but you guys aren't out of the water yet. Looking around, you see the state of your friends. You see there's another memory there, seemingly under the control of your ally. What do you do? Time is still
Wait, didn't it blow
pressing.
up?
Yeah, the bear blew up.
No,
The-
it did not.
Sorry, she's holding it together with proverbial duct tape right now.
Okay. And we failed our quest.
We failed our quest.
We're not gonna make it back to town in time. We have to sleep again.
We
You
have
did make up some time, and there's the
Don't have a
buckums.
house to sleep in anymore.
Yeah, what the
You've
fuck?
been in the woods
Yeah.
for over a month.
Oh no,
One
The
house.
first time you see a house, you're like, we're never going back. This is the way to sleep.
Well, we do have the Buckums. We can push it really, really, really hard.
we
If we-
could.
Bull is gonna be so confused when he wakes up again, and it's just all the buildings are gone for some reason.
And he's like really hurt for some reason too.
We got evicted. It was violent.
Well, all right. So Bull stabilized, but he's still out due to strain. I'm out. Due to
Yeah,
health,
Ilya, you might want to explain to those two why you don't want to wake me up.
and I'm out due to health and strain. So y'all are gonna have to deal with that somehow. Ilya still has to rest someday. Clearly, we can't rest here. And like, I feel like we need to cover 4 days worth of travel in 3 days already. If no one needed to rest right now, there's no fucking shot we get back.
Don't be so sure. We have the Buckums. We have our ways.
Maybe it gets delayed.
So as of right now, Ilya, you have 2 maneuvers. So you have a maneuver, and if you would like to spend strain, another maneuver. You see that one of your friends is unconscious. One of your friends is bleeding out. Emery is up.
I have
Keep in mind,
medicine.
you can feed people potions, health potions, if you have any.
I do.
What?
I have nothing for health.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna try to do a medicine check on Reg. No, I have no tools.
You
have a-
cannot because it's an action.
Fuck. Yeah, I can't do anything.
Do you want to
Alright.
say anything? Shout anything?
If anybody's got a health potion, give it to Reg.
I will. I have one.
You could assist. You could take the assist maneuver if you'd like.
Yeah. I don't know how that helps.
Wretch, does your spell bring me back to 1 or to 0?
0.
Yeah.
Oh, also, nobody wake up Bull, because I had to shock him out of his bloodlust.
Wretch is unconscious as you say that. But Emery, you can hear it. Bull is unconscious. We go to Wretch. Wretch takes another critical injury. What's your?
Okay.
How many crits do you have right now?
3.
3? Okay. This is going to be 119.
Okay, what does that do?
119 is increase the difficulty of all critical injuries, including this one.
Okay.
And then it is Emery.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know. However, putting this health potion, whether it's pouring it down its gullet or like on his wounds, but
Yep.
I'm gonna use a health part of my gourd for that.
So effectively what you can do is, as an action, you can do a medicine check. You can add a maneuver to add potions to it. So every potion,
Okay.
it would be 5 success, 4 success.
Okay, you see the the bear kind of crumble into a pile of unanimated wood as I fall to my knees beside this poor rat that I've been babying for a little bit. And I'm gonna continue to ignore Bull completely and pour a potion on him and try to heal him. So.
Celia, how are you helping?
I applying bandages to minor wounds to help the efficacy.
Okay.
Rolling medicine.
You can add a boost die to Emery's check.
Okay. Medicine
Yep.
is an int check. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3.
3 and 3?
Mhm.
Okay. Are you going to add any health potions to that?
I did add a health potion, yes.
So it's 8 and 3 then?
Sure.
So then you recover 6 health. Wretch and Emery, you suffer 1 stamina from the efforts.
Okay.
Okay.
Wretch, are you conscious or stable?
No. I'm stable, I'm not conscious.
Okay, so you're okay, perfect. All right.
At least you're not dying anymore.
With your efforts, you gather that he's at least not going to die.
Okay.
And I kind of just look into your eyes, Illy, and I'm like, what do we do? We have just these 2 unconscious people between us.
So, we need Retch awake.
I think we have to sleep here. I can't.
I am 1 stamina away from passing out.
Okay. Who's
So
Big
this-
Spoon, do you think?
I have to sleep right away. I don't know how you are on stamina.
I have 5 left, so I can.
I'm just gonna say you guys
Yeah.
might want to think about scheduling.
Oh, yeah. Also, Bull, if he's woken up, there's a very good chance that he's going to eviscerate everything. So, something to do about that.
Look, 1 step at a time. Just you guys sleep. I don't know. I don't know what else we can do.
Yeah, that's about all we can do. We can try to cover ourselves with a tent or something, right?
Just climb into the
It's
corpses.
like whole chunks of
Sleep
roof
inside
laying
the
around.
corpses.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
like
Pull a thatch
Hold their
roof over.
Yeah, pull their corpses over us to cover ourselves.
All right.
And
All right.
that's about all we can do.
And I will try to stay awake as long as I can to keep other people.
So I know
Get a
we
rest.
started a bit late, but I was wondering if we could wrap up soon.
Yeah.
Because so I can visit Chandler in the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
that's a good point to wrap up then, I believe.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of at a turning point here. So, with that, kind of on the eaves of what the F is morning gonna bring, we will see what answer that question in 2 weeks. Thank you guys for playing.
Cool.
Okay.
You have a good night.